Hello everybody, I'm JDPaladin and welcome to another episode of the Haunted World of CW Season 6 episode review. I believe we're on episode 4, could be 5. Also, I will be partaking of a cheap Mountain Dew knockoff. I have a persistent cough going on. I'm still getting over a bad cold and some allergies. Changing weather. It is what it is. So, I do apologize for that. And if I sound a little different, that's kind of why. But, on to the review of Season 6. The latest episode. And wow. I mean, this has almost never happened to me before. I have the gift of gab. I can go on, and I can talk about just about anything for any length of time. Current situation not also withstanding. It's kind of a blessing and a curse that I can do that. But this episode really left me stunned in a way that not a lot of others have. Let's go over some of the deets, and you'll kind of see why this episode kind of floored me. First things first, one of the big things that happened was right in the beginning. Constance decides that she wants to take us on a BTS of what goes on a sort of an atypical day in Scooby-Doo land. She pops in on Whisper, and Whisper's doing, could be an iPad, could be Toshiba, who knows. She pulls out a piece of pizza and starts munching on it. That's when Constance shuts the door, starts walking away. You can kind of tell she's disgusted because, according to her, that pizza's been there since they moved in, and that's been a few weeks. Yeah, you can kind of see where that went quickly. Ew. I forget how it was put, but Cleveland Brown in Family Guy used to say it. He goes, "That's nasty." It's true. So she then decides to spy on a wild Jesse, who's in the truck with Paco, basically pulling a Dave Chappelle and getting half-baked. Kind of shows that on the way back, she takes a fall. And we see this food dog statue. And it's apparently drawn blood. She says that she's been bitten by this thing. Well, of course, Jesse isn't buying it when she tells him, he's like, "Oh, this is that Amityville thing again," and I think the house is more than proven that, it has this ability to both produce and disappear things. I'm not quite sure where they're going to go from here on the Amityville angle, but, the house will do what a house will do. They just got to learn to put up with it. After all, it's not like they got anywhere else to go right now. Thanks to Constance deciding to invoke her inner Duke Nukem. But, it is what it is. And, Jesse accuses her of being clumsy. She's all saying, I'm not clumsy, I'm not clumsy. And then immediately bumps into Whisper. And, you know, she of course, she's saying Whisper isn't clumsy when she goes, that was all her, I'm not clumsy, I'm not clumsy. Constance, you're clumsy. Now, I'm clumsy. Okay? Everybody clumsy. Even Jesse's clumsy. And I think he'll really admit it. But, you know, there is that. And we move on. We see that Constance is talking to us. She's decided that she wants to make the channel great again, like it wasn't already before. You know, it's awesome. You gotta love it. It's great. But she's apparently doing this to honor her sister, a sister that she says that she barely knew. Now, in previous episodes, she said that she never got to know her. So, you know, there's a bit of a disconnect here. Also, Claire in previous seasons said, you know, that she was the one who kind of did in her sister when she thought she killed her. Even in hell, apparently, they thought that she was dead. So I'm guessing this institute that was mentioned in the previous episode did a really good job of hiding these children. Kudos. So, oh shoot. The vlog gets interrupted by Whisper, who comes in just basically complaining, oh, Jesse's calling me names, he's calling me Donatello, I'm not Donatello, look, I got the blonde, pretty hair, you know. Whisper will be Whisper. Apparently she wants to be called Egon because of their whole Ghostbusters thing, you know, with the Ghostbusters, and honestly, if you've got problems with it, fine, but, oh well. I really don't care. I'm not invested in that. She hasn't earned the name yet. And I know I sent out a tweet earlier saying, you know, Whisper/Egon, you know, but she really hasn't earned the name yet. I was just sort of giving her the inspiration talk kind of thing. You know, she's lucky she hasn't earned the nickname Wile E. Coyote yet after that whole spark shock incident with Jesse in the last episode. But you know, Constance sort of shoos her out, and she gives us an explanation as to why her magic has been on the fritz lately. She says it's not really on the fritz, it's evolving. And that's because John Anston's book, Evil is Spreading, has basically shown that, of course, evil is spreading. Duh. That's Evil 101. Okay, that's day one basics. You know, good tries to spread, evil tries to spread. There's a balance. Okay? There's a zen there. And the balance must be maintained. And both sides know it. But both sides don't want it. So, now, there's some other thoughts on that, but I'm going to save those for later. We move on to Constance being in the training room bathroom, and apparently she's getting sick. She's not feeling good. No idea why, no explanation given. Maybe there will be one later. But she starts talking in the mirror to Mary. You know, the whole Bloody Mary thing. She lets Mary know that she's trying to help her move on, trying to help solve the mystery of her murder. And she needs help. The next thing you know, there's a whole bunch of carbon monoxide filling up the whole bathroom, and, she gets knocked out. Well, Whisper and Jesse go downstairs looking for her, find her in the bathroom, and call an ambulance. So Constance ends up in the hospital. They go to visit her. She books out, checks herself out, and books. And apparently she's angry at them for calling the ambulance. They're trying to figure out how she huffed car fumes in the garage, but she wasn't in the garage. We clearly saw that what happened was in the bathroom. Now, Jesse and Whisper, they didn't see that. They haven't seen the footage yet. So it's kind of understandable that they wouldn't have understood that. But when they get back home, the front door's wide open. Never a good thing. And they know it. They know it. This is horror movie 101. If the front door is wide open, something bad going to happen, And they decide to break trope and not split up. Jesse said, "No, I'm surprised you guys are listening to me. This is what I'm always saying, and now you're listening. I'm kind of shocked by this." And yet, out of nowhere, still, Whisper gets snatched. By who? None other than King James, who's sitting here bragging about how he's so smart, he's so clever. He gonna stick her just like a prison shank. Telling everybody, shut up, Jessica Rabbit, I'm gonna stick her if you guys move, Pardon me, I'm still getting over this cold and my allergies and everything. That's why I keep drinking on this liquid, because it's about the only thing keeping me from coughing right now. Then he starts going on about how he managed to catch up to Claire and Branson in Alabama. And he waited and he watched their routines. And when Claire was all alone, he went in there and he killed her. He's called out for being a liar on this. And I guess Whisper tries using her Jedi mind trick, the force movement, telekinesis, on King James. It don't work, and apparently that really annoys him. He's going off at this point. He's like, "Can't you guys see this don't work? This don't work on me, And by now Constance is getting really angry, so she lets loose a fireball, her magic, which deflects right off of King James. He's like, "I know all about your Dragon Ball Z, blah, blah, blah." Which, yeah, come on, Dragon Ball Z reference, dude, please. He's also got a new cameraman with him, a guy named Victor, who when I first heard the name, I thought Victim, and, that would have been right. But it's around this time that Whisper starts to get a brain idea. My telekinesis might not affect him directly, but I can still chuck stuff at him that would affect him. I don't know what she threw at him, but whatever it was enough to knock him completely off guard and allow Constance to just go all Karate Kid all over him. I mean, just beat him down. I beat him within an inch of his life and then took 6 more centimeters. His own shame, might as well have just pissed himself. And Constance is sitting there, she's ready to deliver the final blow. And Jesse's sitting there saying, don't do it. If you do this, you will be no better than him. He's not a demon, he's human. So, of course, Constance doesn't finish him, but he's still down for the count. This leads Jesse to say, just hang on a minute, then I gotta take care of something. And then he walks over and just smacks the crap out of the camera. Cut. End of episode. So now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and go straight into analysis and thoughts here. And wow. Believe it or not, that thing about Jesse beating up the new camera guy, out of left field. I honestly thought that Jesse had said, I'll be right back, I gotta go take care of something, and then went and turned on Paco. Like he was gonna turn on the girls. And that's where they cut it. After reading the description in the video, that's kind of where my mind went with it. And to be fair, it almost looked like that. In fact, it looked so much like that I started reading through the YouTube comments. And that's when I found out that the channel themselves confirmed that he had attacked Victor. That's how they got the information. That's how they got the video that they were able to take from his camera and then splice it in. Obviously they wouldn't have had the footage otherwise from his angle. I know that's kind of metaing some of the stuff from the next, episode possibly, but at this point I just don't care. You gotta include that in the thought. Again, my apologies. But this also shows an evolution in tactics. We're seeing Constance, Whisper, and Jesse start to realize, hey, King James is immune to certain things. Let's see how immune he is to other things, and then going after him that way. I'm all cool with that. I love that. That to me shows advanced tactics, tactical thought, careful planning, and, plenty of reaction. Now, that being said, there was something else said in there. Apparently, and this is the thing with evil, you can never take them at their word. Even when they're telling the truth, they're lying. This is how they are. They use the truth to lie. So, Claire might actually be dead now. We don't know. I'm hoping not. But then again, let's also remember, Claire has been dead before. And come back. I think this time, if she died, she would go to light, though, instead of going to Dante's Easy Bake and, having to make a deal there. I'm pretty sure they'd just give her a free ride back. And that'd be cool. That'd be really awesome, see Claire come back, start kicking ass, and then just sort of pass the torch to Constance and say, I need a break from all of this. You handle this for a while. I'm going to have one of those moments. That would just be great, I think. And we might be getting set up for that. But one of the other things he mentioned two other things. The Bakru book, and apparently there was yet another Williamson child. But this one is dead. Now, once again, this could all be lies. I have no idea. And quite frankly, the way he kept us all guessing, through the end of season 5, for 3 whole seasons, that's one of those things where you don't know what's what. You have to investigate it yourself. But all in all, it's a very good setup. Very good setup. One of the things that I did notice, though, is that they said that Jesse had a shocking reveal. The only thing that I thought that could possibly have to do with is the taco truck. But that's one of those things I'm not quite sure that even would work. So it is what it is. And maybe I will be educated on what the true shocking reveal is. But really, I didn't see much of anything for Jesse that would have done that. But, hey, he was actually listened to this time. So, character development for him, hey, awesome. You gotta love it. Another key factor that I want to bring up, and I'll actually be touching a lot more on this in my season 3 retrospective when I'm ready to do that. King James, at one point in season 3, said he had to go talk to his boss, and we saw him actually. We have the footage of him talking with another being. This being could be his boss from down south, if you know what I mean. Or it could just be somebody that he was using for cover. I don't know. But I'd like to know more about that guy's role. So there's that. Whisper in this episode, I've mentioned that she seems like she's Peter Panning the whole thing in the last review that I typed up. But honestly, here, it just kind of felt like she was playing up to the camera, while at the same time trying to be the petulant child. He's calling me names. My kids do that. And it's kind of hard to tell whether they're trying to puff themselves up to try and seem like I kind of got that vibe off Whisper this time, and while it didn't break immersion, it definitely did seem a little out of character. She's always been the happy-go-lucky, nothing can get me down, I'm always peppy, kind of eternally optimistic type. The little kid of the bunch. And here she's just sad about being called Donatello, which I would think would be a compliment, really. He was an inventor. He did create the turtle wagon, the turtle blimp, all the cool stuff from the cartoon. Heck, even in the movie, he had a couple of cool gadgets. Let's face facts. But Constance's explanation for her magic's evolution, that could be it, but I've noticed that it only really started when they moved into the Amityville house. So I'm thinking that the Amityville house also plays a part in that. I'm gonna think this house is alive, honestly. And it has the ability to summon whatever's on a person's mind, or read their mind about something that might actually scare them, and then bring that to life. I don't know. Just my thought, and I could be proven wrong on that. In fact, I probably will be. But a living house really has a place in tropes. Not just like Monster House. That movie, that animated movie I heard was real trash. I haven't watched it myself. But in season 4 of D&D Adventurers League for 5th edition, we're doing Ravenloft, and the introductory adventure that everybody goes through is called Death House. So yeah, I play Adventurers League. This is all backwards written for you guys, but it is the player's handbook. This is the Swordcast Adventurers Guide. I am a nerd. That much is blatantly obvious. But there you go. So Living House kind of is one of those tropes that I kind of think might be going on here. Kind of hard to tell, but there you go. Anyway, so for the most part, that's all of my thoughts. Well, one other thought too, and I think this is a carryover from the last episode. The intro got an update, but the outro has been used for 2 seasons now, and I think it's time that got an update too. Dubstep, I think, has played out. Everybody who can make a dubstep song has made a dubstep song, for crying out loud. I tried to make a dubstep song a while back in LMMS. I didn't quite get to, but and that's because nothing sounded original to me. Everything had already been done before. I couldn't improve on even Dubstep 5 that they're using for the outro. But I think that it's time that the outro gets updated. The end credits definitely need new musical accompaniment, and might even could use new visuals. I'm beginning to think that those outro videos need seizure warnings for those with epilepsy. But that's just my opinion. Again, I do like it. It's just I think that we're kind of due for a change. But in the meantime, those are my thoughts. If you have any thoughts, like, comment, please subscribe. Yeah, please do subscribe. I need new subs, I need new blood, I need new direction. I'm kind of working with my PS4 and an internet connection right now, so we're kind of on limited terms here as to what I can do. But, eventually I'll get other stuff coming in and I'll be able to do more with that. So, Ace is there. But in the meantime, like I said, smash that like button. Like Jacksepticeye says, like a boss. Go ahead and just beat the crap out of that like button. Make sure that it knows you were there. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. And, hit that subscribe button. Keep an eye out for, update videos. I'm going to be doing more through this up until I can get recording ability. And then I'm going to start uploading videos that way. Hopefully I'll have my own little intro then, too, that I can add on. It'll be so friggin' awesome. Yay! And, in the meantime, this is JDPaladin saying, for all my freaks, geeks, and peeps out there, stay righteous, bitches. Oh, and don't forget, be sure to watch The Haunted World of Claire Williamson and subscribe. It's youtube.com/GLAGirl13. I will be putting a link in the description. Also, please be awesome. And go check out my Tumblr blog that I will be linking this to. It's at jdpaladin.tumblr.com. Leave messages, let me know what you're thinking. You can also reach me on Twitter at twitter.com/JDPaladin. Until next time, everybody, like I said, stay righteous.